An anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills. Never has this player had the chance to command the attention of so many big league buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration. Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue-chip prospects, but they all have blue-chip aspirations. A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance. While preparing for the first of 2 games at the Topps Amateur Showcase, a prospect is approached by a representative of the MLB Scouting Bureau.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day 1 between the prospects from the Eastern Seaboard and those representing the West. Chu Young, the Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Bassett sprinting after it. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first.
You're up.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Yeah, and every scout at this showcase appreciates a hitter that can take the ball right back up the middle. And it shows he's got a controlled swing and great timing, which is really what you want from your hitters.
Coming to the plate now, Reed Levin, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Runner goes for second. Now he'll step off. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. No score here as we play inning number 2. A bullet to first base. Quick throw, not in time. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. On now to the bottom of the second. At the plate, Ed Nielsen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Ed Nielsen.
Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. So striding in, Big Daddy Bones. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Got a way to square it up. Great job.
Yeah, and scouts are going to really like this at bat. So many young players want to do too much with a pitch, trying to pull everything, but he waited until the ball was deep in the zone, and he went with it to the opposite field. It's great to see a youngster who uses the whole field up there. I think that's what every major leaguer needs to learn.
Now at the plate, Reed Levin.
Reed Levin.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. There's 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Stepping up to the plate, Joaquin Petty, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Bones ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the tying run is in to score from third.
You saw that good closing speed right there to get to that ball, and that's just what the scouts are looking to see. As an outfielder, you have to make your living at the plate, but when you can move like that in the field, it does nothing but help your cause. Showed some real good range right there.
Stepping in, Big Daddy Bones. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Flipped out the other way towards short. And this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning. Ready now, Joaquin Petty earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bones is after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. He pulls into third, steering away from the play. Now batting, Big Daddy Bones. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Have a look.
Francisco heads for the plate. He will score. We are knotted at 3.
That boy, great job.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be pleased with himself there. gets a base knock and drives in a run along the way. Scouts love a guy that can get timely hits. Well done there.
So digging in now, Reed Levin. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. The 1-1 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is high. The throw in time, and he is nailed at second.
Yeah, he was trying to show these scouts that he has some big-time speed, that he could do some damage on the Major League base pass, but it backfired on him. Hey, I applaud the aggressiveness, and so did the scouts, but it would have looked a whole lot better if he had slid in safely. He was trying to show these scouts that he has the speed to do some damage on the base paths.
Striding into the box, Joaquin Petty, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Alonso is in pursuit. 2 down. So a big moment in the ball game here. Big Daddy Bones, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Fouled off. The 0-1. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory, and look on to the next one.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. James Yamaguchi takes home the win. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
For the East, 7 runs on 12 hits, 2 errors. They left 16 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 17 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. One game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the prospects from the Central region and the prospects representing the East. Elvis McGrath, the West Virginian, gets the call to start this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Standing in, Rory Pena. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bones on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Well, he definitely showed some range and quickness getting to that ball, taking the correct angle as well. And it's not just getting to the ball that matters. These scouts look for how fluid and efficient outfielders are too. And I think he looked the part of a major leaguer right there.
At the plate, Ramon De La Cruz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ramon De La Cruz.
Hit in the air out to center field. Bones on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, Big Daddy Bones. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Big Daddy Bones.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
Man, he didn't exactly put a charge into this one, but he was quick out of the box, hustling down to first for an infield single. I know one thing. Scouts absolutely love a young player that busts his gonna do nothing but help him.
So striding forward now, Eduardo Francisco.
Eduardo Francisco.
Here's a look over to first. Oh, and they easily pick him off. That's awful.
Well, it's one thing to fall asleep at the wheel.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rory Pena. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Rory Pena.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Bones is there, and he has it for the first out.
You saw that good closing speed right there to get to that ball, and that's just what the scouts are looking to see. As an outfielder, you have to make your living at the plate, but when you can move like that in the field, it does nothing but help your cause. Showed some real good range right there.
Now in the box, Big Daddy Bones.
Center fielder, Big Daddy Bones.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Come
Right
on, you
side.
can beat it. You can beat it.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Sam Bowman. He singled his last time up.
Bowman.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center.
3-3-3.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Digging in once again, Harold Stapleton.
Harold Stapleton.
The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. So stepping in, Big Daddy Bones, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swinging a looper to left. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Yeah, and scouts are going to really like this at bat. So many young players want to do too much with a pitch, trying to pull everything, but he waited until the ball was deep in the zone, and he went with it to the opposite field. It's great to see a youngster who uses the whole field up there. I think that's what every major leaguer needs to learn.
Now to the plate, Eduardo Francisco.
Eduardo Francisco.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now at the plate, Robbie Engel.
First baseman, number 17, Robbie Engel.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. He's running. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Murillo has a play. And that's the third out. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Stepping into the box, Big Daddy Bones. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded softly to the right. Throw on to first for the second out. But meanwhile, that all-important go-ahead run is into.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory, and look on to the next one.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Central came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. DeAndre Hart pitches well enough to get the W, so that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. With the 11th pick, the Pittsburgh Pirates select Big Daddy Bones, a center fielder from the East region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, new draftees still face long odds of ever making it to the big league. After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. A welcoming manager offers some simple wisdom.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Digging in, Big Daddy Bones. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Big Daddy Bones.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw. But he is in there with a triple. And that right there was his first double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to double-A baseball. And even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Into the box now, Paul Cuellar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Swinging a soft liner, and no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. So no runs on a hit here. Now at the plate, Michael Ritchie comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bones moves over, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On now to the thing. Into the box now, Big Daddy Bones.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Allen is right there, 1 down. Digging in to try it again, Big Daddy Bones. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? The second for 1. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Paul Cuellar. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Curd rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Christopher Mock earns his first win of the season. Will Combs is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Rondell Stanley hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Digging in, Greg Allen, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Number 1, Greg Allen.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center.
Yeah, here we go.
He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing
Coming to the plate now, Andres Ramos, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Bones moving in. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the runner is in from second. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game. Digging in now, Big Daddy Bones. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Big Daddy Bones.
From the belt, the pitch. And there he goes towards second. Down the first baseline. Set to deliver the 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Slater has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Striding in once again, Nathaniel Henry. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Henry.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Bones comes on now, and he has it 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Settling in now, Nelson Ricks. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Nelson Ricks.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bones has a read on it. 2 gone. Striding in, Big Daddy Bones.
Center fielder number 7, Big Daddy.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Slater. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nathaniel Henry.
First baseman, Nathaniel Henry.
The 1-1 home. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bones has a beat on it, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 4. So a big moment here, and standing in, Big Daddy Bones, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Paulino is after it, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. So coming to the plate, Greg Allen, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The game's future stars are on. Coming to the plate now, Nelson Ricks, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. In the air to right. Chavez is in pursuit. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
No runner, no runner.
Into the box, Big Daddy Bones. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Line towards center field. Allen patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Now at the plate, Big Daddy Bones comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Big Daddy Bones.
Now a flare out to left center. Paulino moving in, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that, a lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Bones aboard here at first with nobody out. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Paul Cuellar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2. Looped out toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. On to first, and they get the double play. One hit's all they get. Digging in and looking for more, Big Daddy Bones. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Cue shot here out toward short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, this is another one of those cases, D-Row, of not how many, but how many can you score? Lots of traffic.
100%, Dan. It's not about batting average in this league anymore. It's about OPS. It's about driving runs in at the end of the day, and they got to find a way. And they're doing that right now. They got the lead.
Now batting.
Standing in, Pablo Calzado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Ready once again, Paul Cuellar. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Paulino arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Stepping up now, number 15. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. This is hit softly to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Altoona took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jamie Murillo earns his first.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Eastern League. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Harrisburg Senators. Number 52 gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Bones has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Digging in, Big Daddy Bones. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Big Daddy Bones. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 0-1. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out.
At the plate, Diego Zepeda. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Diego Zepeda.
The 0-1 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that's in there, base hit. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. Zepeda takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 8 now.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Ready for another chance? Big Daddy Bones. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Strike. him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Digging in the switch hitter, Otis Nielsen.
Center fielder, Otis Nielsen.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Bones giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
Nielsen takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he is out on a close play as he was trying to stretch it all the way.
Obviously, they got a little over-aggressive there. But when you've got the lead like this, you can afford to do that a little more. We'll see if that lost run ends up being a...
Ready for another shot now. Big Daddy Bones.
Big Daddy Bones.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have. On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. Harrisburg put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Luis Rodriguez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Number 52 permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Senators, 11 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Curve, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.